It did
Hello.
not start over. Yeah. Hello,
Not.
everyone.
What'd you do
Welcome
different?
back. Yeah. Is there
What'd you do
anybody in
different?
here?
What'd you do different?
I don't know. I have no idea what I did.
Hmm.
I have no idea. I don't even know if there's anybody in here. Oh, there's Sue. Okay. You get to chat before I do, so I got the notification.
I'm not seeing it. I gotta scroll down. Hey, what's up, Sue, Marcia? All the
Marsh
important
is
people.
in. Yeah,
All
all
the
the important
important
people's
people are
coming
here
in.
now. So,
Yeah. It says
hey,
there's six
Janet.
watching.
Janet.
So welcome to the barn. This is Pickin and Grinnin.
I'm not
Brad
in
and
a barn.
myself.
I'm in a cave.
Yeah, Brad's in the cave. Leroy's in the city somewhere up and around Philadelphia somewhere. I reckon. I don't know. But,
Yeah, he's still alive.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's still alive. He didn't get hit by the plane. I'm
What's
not
up,
trying to joke.
John?
That's not a joke.
Have you dropped in the show before, John? I don't.
John.
I don't know if I've caught that name before. Maybe I have.
No, that's the first time I've seen it. That's the first time I've seen it. Hello, John. Welcome in.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
uh,
Leroy's still alive.
yeah.
After I was working away in a hole the other night, working where we were putting the ceiling back in where they put that unit in at the church, and you called and was like, "Hey, have you talked to Leroy? Planes are falling out of the sky where he is."
Right? I mean, I couldn't believe that.
I wasn't
That was
worried until
crazy.
then. I hadn't even looked at anything. What's up, Mary, Eric?
The video
You
of
guys
that
doing?
thing, the video of that thing looked like a missile coming out of the sky.
Yeah, well,
That's sad. Absolutely sad.
hey, yeah, that's John says he emailed you on some of your videos, Chris. Cool.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
Marcia said won't catch her on a plane anytime soon.
I won't be either.
But a
I told him,
Corvette,
look, I ain't
but
gonna
a
lie to you.
Corvette, right?
Huh?
Go ahead. I was just talking to Marcia. Go ahead.
Um, I told my wife after what happened in Philadelphia, I said, man, I don't know. I don't know. We've been lied to so much the last few years, man. I don't know
Oh,
what's
hey,
going on.
your conspiracy theory shows tomorrow night, Chris, not tonight.
Oh no, I was. Oh yeah, I guess I can't. I guess I can't say what I want to say then. All right, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, we'll wait till tomorrow night then. They're going to talk about Elon Musk tomorrow night.
No.
So yeah.
Well, I got plenty to talk about.
Oh yeah, plenty, plenty. Well, hey, eBay. Hey, so a lot of you know and have seen Tech and Sports video about the new outrolling of the clothing category, not
Yeah.
category,
I'm just going to let
uh,
y'all talk about that. I don't know anything about that.
clothing conditions where it's pre-owned. They're going to do excellent, fair, good, fair, and poor. Well, that was supposed to happen on the 4th, which was yesterday, 2 days ago, and it did not happen. They've put it off till the middle of the month. So we're expecting around the 16th or 15th is when that's going to happen. So, and they changed, again, they changed the descriptions of each of those used category descriptions, conditions. Like, so when they said if you don't update your stuff, it'll go into the good category, but or good condition. But the problem is if you have to read those conditions because your item, some of your items may not reach the good condition,
Yeah.
and
Hey, so
and
we got some questions there in the chat.
okay,
Marcia says the new rollout mandatory option. It is mandatory. They're going to default your stuff to
yep.
the middle category, and you'll have to change it. And then Pingy said, "What the clothing conditions? So what are the clothing conditions? Can you got like
Uh,
on those?"
okay. Give me 1 minute. I'll pull that up. I'll pull it up. Give me 1 minute.
No,
Go
it's
ahead
like
and talk for a minute, Brad.
I think it's basically it's like new, and then it's good, and then fair,
Well,
right?
it's going to be new with tags.
All right.
Uh, then it's going to be
Basically, new has no defects. Good has minimal defects, discoloration, blah blah blah, and then fair is everything else. Sounds like is my
hold
layman's
on.
breakdown of it. What's up,
Yeah.
Todd? What are you doing, Todd?
I'm going to. I guess I should have pulled all that up since we was going to talk about it.
But
Don't it me?
no, I don't really have much clothing, so I mean I may be listing some shirts and stuff, and so don't have but a handful to switch around. So I'm actually curious. I wonder how many I do have to switch around. I'm gonna go look real quick, just to see. I'm working on a new queue system. I'm gonna use a barcode scanner. Let's see. So that was supposed to come in today, and the mail got delayed. I was got my barcode scanner coming in, a wireless one. Let's see. I know I got more than one T-shirt. We'll just put shirt in. What about you guys? What do you got? Hey, what's up, TC? Hey, by the way, TC, I'm wearing your shirt, brother. Got it on. Stuff came in, and it was awesome, awesome stuff. How much? What about you guys? What do y'all mostly do? Marsha and Ping and Todd. I know Todd does a little bit of everything. Sue, you guys do a lot of clothing or what's up? I saw Chastity. I missed you in the chat earlier. Hey,
All
Chastity.
right, I got it, Brad. So you're gonna have new, and then
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna have new without tags, and then you're gonna have pre-owned. And under pre-owned, you're gonna have three different selections. The first one's going to be pre-owned excellent, and what the conditions for that is like new, previously worn, but with little to no signs of wear. This item has been previously worn, however, it is in excellent condition. Any signs of wear should be shown and described in your listing. Then you got under that, then you got pre-owned good, gently used with light signs of wear and or visible flaws. This item has been gently used, is in good condition, and may have a few signs of wear, but all imperfections should be shown as described in your listing. Then you got poor fair, poor pre-owned fair. Sorry, pre-owned fair is significantly visible flaws, heavy signs of wear, and or missing or damaged components. This item has sufficiently visible imperfections and signs of wear. All imperfections should be shown as described in your listing. So, what I'm gathering from this, you can now, I think we're still at a opinion area there. So, I mean, I still think it's an opinionated, but I think the key thing to what they are saying in this, because this is the third time they've revised that whole thing. And the key thing I'm noticing now in each revision is that please make sure you take pictures and of the flaws and show the flaws and put it in your description of your title and stuff.
Hmm.
So, I know it's a kind of like something else we got to do, but really, this could actually help us out, those that are clothing sellers, as far as cutting down on returns and stuff like that. So, you know,
So one of the things I always do when I list is I always kind of just undersell things, and by going to the category things like this, I'm wondering how many sales I would actually lose because of that. Because if I undersell like a category below where I think it should go, and somebody toggles it off, they're not really seeing. They won't really be seeing stuff that I would be offering. So I don't.
yes, because on the computer, you got that left drop down
Mhm.
screen there where you can toggle. That's going to go in effect, and so people can actually look pre-owned, excellent stuff. So if you don't have pre-owned good, if you have pre-owned good or pre-owned fair, I think that's gonna hurt. I don't know. As I say, it might hurt your sales if you have those items. But here's something to think about. What about the vintage T-shirt category? I mean, all those are good and fair. Majority of them. I mean, if they're excellent condition, I doubt they're really vintage. I mean,
Yeah, I
so
almost wonder if I mean if you switch up the category, they almost should have like a collectible category too. I feel like,
right,
but
right. But somebody said I seen the comment that says they do all of my I list is new with tags. That's good news. Uh, all
who
your
said
clothing,
that?
Ping, I
Or
think said that.
okay.
But Ping also all your clothing when they switch that update, you'll have to go in and edit the condition to the new tags because it's going to put them at good.
Hmm.
Uh, So every piece of clothing is going to go to the good category, from my understanding. It doesn't matter if it's new with tags when they do this update. So, but they put out an email and saying they're running behind, or as always, eBay's got some flaws and stuff, so they're just trying to fix it up.
Yeah. Well, the first little bit of things is going to have flaws anyway. I
Oh
try
yeah,
to be an early adopter. If there's something that's going to change and there's an opportunity, just jump on it and do it. I try to go ahead and do that. Even like when they roll out like a new look on the listing page or something like that, or the message
yeah,
page. I try to jump on those things because eventually there's a good chance that's all they're gonna have, and so you might as well just get used to it as quick as possible.
right.
It's something they're wanting you to do, so why fight it?
Really, when you pick up clothing, you should. I mean, in my mind, when I pick up clothing, unless it's like really old, I'm looking for the best quality of the clothing anyway. I'm looking for it where it looks like the tag has come off and maybe worn two or three times. You know what I mean? There's no visible flaws in it. Now, I have picked up some clothing that has minor visible flaws, but here we are now. Is that good or fair? And depends on whose opinion it is. And I think by saying whose opinion it is, I think they took that away by saying make sure you list and show your flaws and list your flaws in your listing. I think they
Yeah,
took that opinionating out, because then eBay can look at it and be like, well, I mean, you may say it's fair, but it's really in good condition. It's got
yeah,
one stain on it. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, I feel like whatever they're gonna do, it's gonna change a little bit. They got to like actually run it and work it out a little bit before they do that. I don't know if you remember whenever they changed the listing page, and they had where like you actually had to click into a box. You'd click on, like, if you're going to do some item specifics, you'd actually click into a box where you then had to do that. And I got sent one of those things about uh, you know, suggestions for the new listing platform. And one of the things I said was anything that you add, my comment was anything you add that adds another level or another layer to what we're already doing is not helpful. Like, I don't mind if you want us to do item specifics, great, but don't have it where we have to basically open up a whole nother page, more or less. It opens not in a new tab, but it opens in a new window, and then you have to work from it. It's like, at least have it there where you can do it. And I
Right,
feel like that's one of the, you know I, if they want to make things more seamless, they should just take steps away, not add steps. You're just making it harder. So that's just my opinion. But you work with a guy. I see Rad just dropped in the chat. Janet.
look at JP. He used that tool and still
That's
sold for good
Janet.
money.
That's Janet, and she's a she.
I'm sorry, Janet. I apologize. I
What's
hate
up,
it.
Phil? How you doing, sir?
So, and then Marsha said this is she says I think it makes it more opinionated, and I agree with that, Marsha. Except for when they redid the options this time, they actually put in the options, make sure you take pictures of the flaws and list the flaws in the description area. So I think they're trying to take the opinionated out of it.
There
Um,
she goes.
Hello, Miss Brad.
Miss Brad. That's what she said. Hello.
But I think
She
they're
said
trying to.
hello.
I think they're trying to take that out.
She'll
So
be waving. She's like, hello, 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 hello.
Phil, how are you today? Good to see you. But so there is an. So I didn't get to do my test this week, Brad.
Oh, on your cards?
No, no, no. We done. Well, look, I did 449 cards in 30 minutes.
Nice. So what was your test? Just catch me up to
About
speed.
doing different categories
On.
on the bulk listing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. So you didn't do it.
No, I didn't get a chance to do it.
No.
Me and Scott talked about it today, and he's going to try it with DVDs and media. And he says that would be awesome for media. So
He's gonna
I'm
mix
gonna,
it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to it this week and see what we can do.
I did. I stuck in 35 postcards
Yeah.
and tried that, and it, of course, it just does the pictures, but it don't really offer like any kind of item description or anything like that. It wasn't super helpful, so I still had to fill in all the details.
Well, I noticed I did 61 non-sports cards, and what I did was these. I don't have them here. I did the Valiant cards. They're a 1992 series card that is. It's actually so back in the early 90s. So now the main comics are like DC, Marvel, and there's a couple of others. Well, Valiant was a series back in the early 90s, and they had several different comics. And so what this non-sports card is, it shows an actual cover of a specific comic book of that year. Okay, and so I did 61 cards, and it did not, if I recall correctly, it recognized the year. Let me look right here. It recognized the year, but it did not recognize. Let's see. Let's see. Let me go to it here so I make sure I know what I'm talking about. Make sure I'm telling you. Okay, yeah, it recognized the years, but it did not recognize, and it recognized the brand. The brand was Upper Deck, but it did not recognize the title. Uh, so, but really, that's kind of, I guess, I don't know. It's weird. The titles are. I mean, it's not like sports cards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like every time I do a sports cards, it seems like I did sport cards today, and it did more stuff today than it did earlier this week.
Hmm. Yeah,
So
I
just
would think that surely, like, the more people use it, it's gotta, it's gotta know what it is. It's seen those cards before, and
mhm,
I
right.
can't. It's hard to believe there's anything you're going to put in that's going to be, one of a kind, basically.
Or like anything,
Still see
it's
no
going to take
video.
time.
You talking about on the show? Ping G.
What? Wait a minute. What?
Ping G says I still see no video. Anyone else? I see video, so I don't know.
Wait a minute. She's talking about it on our show,
I don't know. I'm assuming.
huh?
I just saw that pop in the chat.
Teresa is
What's
here.
up, Risa?
Hello, 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 hello. So
I tell
yeah,
you,
the modern day cards, the modern day cards that's been in the last 3 or 4 years seem to be. I did GPK cards from 2023, and it worked. So there's that. So I think in the older stuff is having issues with on non-sports stuff. Now, sports cards that are older, it's still picking up the dates and the brand who made it, and this, it's doing the titles pretty good. I mean, it seems like it's improving every day I used it.
Ping says she refreshed, so she must have video now. Tell you what, Ping is an international woman of ministry, not ministry of mystery. She's the
Is she
international woman of mystery. She does like ham radio stuff. I
really?
Yeah, I was in Shane's live the other night, and she was in there, and that came up. Uh, Ping's like, she just gets more interesting the more I learn about her.
When I was in my 20s,
Like
I had
40
a
years
ham
ago.
radio. Sir?
Did you? I said
Yep.
40 years ago.
Yep. No,
Just
30.
messing with you. Just
That'd
messing
be
with you.
30 years ago.
Hey,
But
Teresa. Since you're there in the chat, I wonder, you were looking for ideas for your for the bags, for the swag bags for your event. I was wondering maybe there's some way we could figure out to help you get those resale loops to go in those bags. That'd be awesome. I might hit that guy up. Anyway, yeah, yeah,
so, hey,
yeah.
have you seen Didbit's new thing
Dibbed it. Which one?
over on Commons? I mean on Marketplace. I mean on District.
Are
Whatever that they listen, y'all
you
laugh at
talking?
that, but
Are
they
you
taking
talking?
over District.
Are you
They
talking
taking
about?
it over,
You
huh?
talking about dibbed it, or are you talking about district as a whole?
Talking about Didbit.
So just dibbed it.
Yeah, they taken over. They taken over district. They got Dibbit. They
Oh,
got
you talking
Dibbit
about with the
Sports. They got
clothing?
Dibbit.
Yeah, did it
They got
career. Yeah.
Dibbit Cards. They got Dibbit something else too. Now,
But you know what? More power to them if they want to build
oh
the
yeah,
platforms and invest the time to do it. Good for them.
I'm excited about the card one. I put some cards in there today.
Hey,
Uh,
Eric, I can't see you, but I can see your
Sorry
comment,
about that.
Eric.
We have someone that is doing those. Our Ping is related to James Bond, first cousin. Ping's
Yeah.
related.
Yeah. All right. Sounds awesome, Teresa. Yeah. Yeah. I guess it's just a 3D printed thing. It's a great idea. Chris, how
Uh,
often you sell on whatnot? Rad wants to know.
Rad. No, I do at least a show once a week. Um, but we're getting ready to ramp it up. I got a case right now. Uh, I got a case of right here. They come today. This is a collector's goo. This will be the last case of collector's goo I do for a while because the GPK Chrome Series 7 is coming out on the 14th. When I sell this case, I'm hoping to sell it within the next 4 days. Not, hopefully sooner than that, to be quite honest with you. And then I will go ahead and pre-order my GPK. So my goal is, I'm sorry, my goal is to do a 40 box case of the new series every week. So I'm sure, I don't know if I'll be able to do it in one night or if I'll have to do it in 2 or 3 nights, starting in a couple weeks. So that's what we're going to start doing. But that's working out really, really well for me. Really excited about that. Really excited about this new series coming up. But if you guys are interested in Garbage Pail Kid cards, please come on over to Buck Mountain. And like I said, normally it's Tuesday nights, but tonight after the show, probably about 30 minutes after the show, I'll probably open this case and try and run at least one box. And then if there's enough people, we might do 2 boxes. I don't know. You get some really cool cards out of there. Look what I got the other day, Brad. I'm sorry, guys. It's a $75 card. I got in a break and I won this $75 card. It's an auto. And
Garbage
it's,
Pail Kid. What is that?
yeah, it's a Garbage Pail Kid card.
Yeah.
Uh, it's an auto. It's autographed by Smoking Joe, and it's numbered 24 out of 50. It's in a yellow border.
Did you see Rad's question there in the chat?
No, I'm so sorry to hear.
Are you Downtown? Are you
Okay,
gonna open the case on your channel or on whatnot? Yes.
I'm gonna open it on whatnot and sell. I'm gonna open the case tonight on whatnot, and then we'll sell the boxes in the case on whatnot. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna open the cards. I guess I'm gonna do a break show, a case break. Is what I plan
Yeah.
on doing.
And if you're listening to the show and you're a person that believes in prayer, Eric, one of the guys in the chat, he said his brother-in-law had a stroke. His name is David, not doing well, so be praying for him.
Oh no!
Send some prayers up.
Oh no, that's bad. Sorry to hear about that, Eric. And we'll keep you in prayer. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't. Rad. I think Rad came in my show earlier. Well, the last show I had, I think he come in there. I won't do like the kids that play Rad and the bookworm series. I won't do those no more. I'm gonna stick strictly with intergalactic until we get the Chrome 7 because that's what's selling, and you got to go with what's selling. So you don't even get it, Brad. You got to come in and watch sometime, man.
Dude, I hadn't looked at a Garbage Pail Kids card since I was probably like in sixth grade.
Really,
Yeah. I
man.
love I loved them when I was a kid. Janet says she thinks Ping wrote songs for George Jones.
Oh, that's
All of
awesome.
this, we should get all that. We should get all these like epic things that Ping has done. She can be the reseller version of Chuck Norris. I saw somebody make a Chuck Norris comment up
That's
there.
maybe a Chuck Norris comment.
Yeah, she can be the Chuck Norris character of reselling. I love it.
Yeah. So how's your week, Brad?
Busy, busy, busy. We're still where we had that unit put in the children's area at church. I've been getting that all back up and running. We had to. There was a fridge that occupied part of that closet where that unit was, and the new unit pushed out further, so we've had to remodel, and so I've
Oh
had to
no.
cut out some headers and stuff like that, and move the fridge over, and now I'm doing trim work and painting. We're painting. We're getting ready. We do this cool thing for Super Bowl Sunday called 30-second theology, where we take commercials and kind of make them use them as like modern day parables. And
Oh, cool.
yeah, but we always decorate the church up and like make a football field inside the church and do some cool stuff
Oh
with it.
wow.
Have a lot of
Okay, that's
fun.
cool.
We'll tailgate Sunday morning. We'll have hot dogs and stuff like that. Yeah, have a lot of fun with it. And
So,
it'll be a good time.
Teresa, is Corey watching also?
Um, Corey is probably working. Teresa's slacking off. I'm just kidding. I know Teresa's the one that's working. I heard today she's the boss, emphatically, several
Oh,
times.
really? Oh,
Yeah,
wow. Oh,
yeah. She will probably confirm she is the boss.
he is
He
eating.
is
So he can hear
eating.
me. He can hear me because I got
Probably
something to
not
tell both of
listening.
y'all.
Oh
As long
no.
as he can hear me. Let's see. So, yeah,
While you're doing that, I'll see if I can find a picture of our how we do our room. But go ahead.
okay.
I'm listening to you,
Yeah.
brother.
So they turned me on to the car radios.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I picked up a Chrysler Group stock car radio, part number whatever, auxiliary MP3 player OEM. It's a CD player. It's got two knobs, a digital screen on it. I picked it up out of a dumpster, and I sold it for parts repair for $111.85 today.
Well, nice.
Yes,
How about
yes,
that?
untested parts repair. And then oh look, I listed a high dollar item yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Look at this sucker. Or did I
Um,
list it this morning?
Let me switch back over so I can see.
Yeah, I'm fixing the. Hold on, man. I'm fixing the. My computer's running slow. Hold on, let me find it here. Maybe I did it the day before yesterday. High dollar item. This is probably the highest dollar item I've ever listed. No, I've sold something more than this. I sold one other thing more than this. That's right, I have. I've sold one other thing more than this. Hold on, let me add the share here. Share screen. Right there, boom, share. Let's see, let's add it. Let's make it big. I listed that.
Oh yeah,
What?
yeah. You told me about this. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's 4XL. Very cool. It's only got one flaw on it. Let's see. There's the flaw right there. Let's see. Where's it at? That's not it. That's not it. Here it is, right there. That's the only flaw on it. That one right there. But the one that sold, there's one that sold for $450, but it was only a large, and it sold over on Grail. So I probably need to get. Oh no, Eric! I paid $3 for that jacket. I paid $3 for that jacket. So and I owe a huge thank you to Leroy's friend and my new friend. Because that's where I got it from. I got to call him at the end of the month and see if he's got any more stock. He watches this show, by the way. He drives the heck out of a Charger too. So if he didn't know I was talking about him, he does now.
I don't think we've done any super high dollar things. Just I drove to. I did. I forgot about that. I did drive Tuesday to Brentwood, Nashville. Picked up some Playmobil and Lego in Nashville, and made a day of thrifting out of it on the way back. So I don't think I really found anything. Probably the most. Well, I take that back. Hey Tanya, if you can hear me, if you're listening to this in there on the television, how much was that Fort Brave How much was it worth that you listed? Anyway, I don't think there was anything like crazy high dollar. There were some really cool pieces in this Playmobil though, stuff I hadn't seen before. So that was exciting.
So Teresa says she picked up a Hamilton watch the other day and listed it for 524. I'm curious, Teresa, how much was you able to get that for?
110. Okay. She's she said 110. That she listed that Fort Brave from that Playmobil lot we picked up for 110. So
Somebody says Todd says that jacket would rack 4 times around pink. Yeah, it's pretty big. So
that's
Teresa,
good. That's
Teresa
a good.
paid $15 for that watch. Wow, that's nice.
Yeah, that's something I don't know anything about is watches. My world is toys, and then I find some I want to wind up keeping, but I can't do that.
Well, I didn't think when I got that jacket, I didn't think it was going to be valued that high. I had no idea. I was thinking maybe 30, $40, maybe 50 tops. But after I got it, I started watching one of Tekken Sports videos, and he was talking about how the hip hop and the rapper clothing and all that was coming back in style. And uh oh,
Hey, what's up, Rad? All right, so the one we didn't do last week was the sheep. We're gonna give you the sheep
wait a
with
minute,
all.
what's this say? It says per character putting his hand in front of his mouth while blushing. What does that mean? Did I miss something?
Pair character, bear character. I don't know. I don't
Oh.
know. I don't quite understand. I'm a
All right.
dummy.
So hit it for him, bruh.
All right, so here you go. Here's the sheep with the authentic sheep sounds. Oh, I see. I see.
It spells out the emoji that we see in chat.
Yeah,
It was just a
yeah.
stick
Marsha.
to see what
See,
you.
Marsha's a pro. Marsha's a pro. She knows all this stuff. She's with it. I'm not. Yeah, I wasn't even looking at it. I was just reading the words, Teresa.
In the chat, you
The
can see.
sheep have seen marble things. Yeah, yeah. It's crazy. I watched what I ripped that actual clip from the actual video of that sheep doing that. I don't know if you've ever seen that. It's
It
crazy.
sounded familiar when I heard it. I was like, that's off of a movie or something, I think.
It's yeah. I just found it. It was a little short. It was actually funny. It's actual sheep. So
Eric says sodas all over the place.
I like it. I like it.
Oh, hey, Rad, I'm going to be on Scott's Conspiracy Show tomorrow night. Are you going to join us or are you going to be in chat?
No,
Or
probably not. I'll be
I,
busy.
I was talking to Rad,
Oh, I'm talking to
John.
Rag. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, those
We know,
boys
we
are
know, we know you won't be part of that.
those boys. Hey, look, I know all about the conspiracies. I listen to conspiracy podcasts and all that, but I don't believe 90% of them. But I do think it's interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
So the one conspiracy I do love and I do spend a lot of time on because it's always interested me is the JFK stuff. So there's probably a couple thousand books at least about that. I mean, there's a ton of books about that.
Hey, have you seen the recording or heard the recording?
Yeah, I know
So
about that. Yeah, yeah,
about Lyndon Johnson and Mac Williams.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
holy cow!
that
If that's real, man, that's shocking.
well that audio has been rumored to be in the it's been in the zeitgeist for a very long time, and it finally got the I think a dude's grandson actually released it. But anyway, yeah, yeah.
Hey, look at
Anyway,
this. This is great. Look at this. The second part. I love conspiracy and the second return of Christ talk. Man, that's I do too, man. I love that too, man. I do. I do. Anything that has to talk about our Lord and Savior coming back and taking us home, man, getting us out of this place is awesome. So, what's the difference between a conspiracy and the truth? Good question,
you know
Marcia.
what? Honestly. Well, for a lot of times, just time.
Yeah. Yeah. I honestly think,
She
I
says about
honestly,
6 months.
here's what I think, man. I think that we've been lied to so much the last few years, man. That it's just hard to believe anything and anything that
Oh, I'm
happens.
gonna stop you right there. I'm gonna
You
stop you right there.
find the conspiracy theory.
You said the last few years. How about the
Yeah.
last 60 years? Let's
Well,
just
yeah. I mean, but it's been.
longer.
You're right. You're right. It's been a long time, but the
It's
last few
not.
years,
That's
it's
not.
like
There
been
is
amplified.
nothing. There is nothing new. The only difference is now is the ability to control the narrative. It's just with podcasts and the things that are out there now. It's just almost impossible to control the narrative. So anyway,
Yeah.
there you go. But anyway, yeah. So I'm in the process, not to change the subject, but what I was referring to earlier. I've been trying to figure out ways to like speed up our process and make it a little more bulletproof.
Hmm.
And so I tinkered around with making my own barcodes and stuff for our inventory and for our inventory system and figured it
Right.
out. So I ordered a one of the scanners, the barcode scanners to do our stuff, and so I'm looking forward to that. I'm itching. It was supposed to be here today. It's at our local post office, but they didn't deliver it. It was there at 5:30. I don't know why they didn't deliver it, but I'm bummed because that's what I was going to work on when I got off of here tonight. I was going to work on that barcode system and watch.
Oh,
I've started watching that television series Silo, and I'm hooked on that.
you know what we started watching, and my wife aggravates me about it. Uh, we started watching. Um, oh my goodness, Fire Country. I think that's the name of it. Fire Country. We started watching it, and she calls it a Hallmark show.
Your wife does.
Yeah, she's like you and your Hallmark shows.
You and your Hallmark shows. That's funny. My
but but it's a pretty good show. I think it is. I got hooked on it. I like it. I like it.
She called
So
that because it's lightweight stuff for her. What was it?
well, it's kind of at the end of every one of them, it's kind of like mushy. You know what I mean?
I got
So
you. I
you
got you.
know, yeah,
Have you guys seen Homestead? No, I haven't watched Homestead. I don't seem like I
I
have
haven't
a
seen that either. Huh?
yeah. I just I haven't seen that one. I don't have a ton of time to watch the series, but I've been watching that after everybody goes to bed. I'm into sci-fi stuff. I like sci-fi stuff. It's been a pretty good one.
Chasty's got a
Mm.
question for you.
Is there a program that checks in and out of stock with the barcode, or are you building a program for it? No. So basically, all I'm doing is I'm creating a barcode sticker. We put our inventory in different size bags and then store them in containers or boxes and stuff that we have in here. So the bag that'll go in will have it'll have a custom barcode on it, and then our bins or whatever you want to call them will have custom barcodes on them as well. So when it comes time to put it in, a lot of times my wife will pull a whole box and do like, let's say she's doing like 25 Playmobil characters. She'll pull one of those boxes and put them in there. So up until now, she's been typing all that info in. All she'll have to do now is actually like just click in the SKU box when she's doing a draft or whatever. Click the item, and it'll put that info in there, and then click the box, and it'll put that info in there. So literally, like in click, it's in there and ready to go. So it's just we're just doing it within eBay's thing, and then
Is it
we
faster?
oh yeah, as opposed to like typing that info out or just clicking and it's in there. Yeah. So, so
Mm.
yeah, it's gonna be way faster. It's just 2 clicks, and then of course all that info when we import into Vendu and then cross post or whatever, all that info is just say it's all there too. It just automatically transfers over, so it's all good. And my Vendu experiment's going pretty good. I'm up to I'm up to around 500 on the between uh, Mercari and Poshmark. So
So
all I had to do to break even for the whole year was 600, and so in January and now at the start of February, I'm almost there. I sold I sold one, two, three, four. I sold 5 things on Mercari yesterday, maybe, or the day before. Might have been the day before. Yeah, it was the day before because I only packed one Mercari order this morning.
that's using Vendu,
Yeah, and
but
yeah, Rad.
you're selling toys, right?
Yeah, yeah, yes, Rad. I am seeing a significant uptick in sales from cross listing, in the sense of this, that like an uptick overall, no, but where eBay's down, for whatever reason, I'm selling on Mercari and Poshmark. So it's kind of evening out of like what we would normally be doing on eBay. So it's kind of like the right thing at the right time. And I looked at the sell through rate on Mercari is like just for the little bit that we've done. Like it took it a little while to kick in, but it's up. Our sell through rate on Mercari was like 6%. So that's pretty good,
Mm.
like from when we listed up. So
Well,
for
I
what
think
for what we sell with the Playmobil stuff. So
I think I'm gonna pull the trigger next week and go and get auto posher. I've
well,
been
I can't speak to that. I can only speak to the Vendu thing. I made the switch from List Perfectly to Vendu. It's so much easier to use. I mean, it's way easier to use. I like it. So and then it allows me, like, if I do want to list everything, let's say I want to list everything on different marketplaces that don't have any cross posting. Most of them allow you to upload CSV files and stuff, so I can do all that. I can have all the information that I need to cross post it in one big bulk thing over there.
right.
So what's Paige testing out, Rad? What program's he testing out? Do you know the name of it? I tell you, I love the interface of just getting it. It's easy to import into Vendu. It's so much easier than List Perfectly to import, and then cross posting. I literally, because you're not opening up all the different tabs and all of that.
Now, do
But
you
I
have the
love
share opened and all that?
what's that?
Are you utilizing the share on Vendu?
Yeah, I've made several sales off, like I do like auto offers on eBay and Mercari, and then I don't know if I've set it up on Posh or not yet, but yeah, I've sold a couple of things just from the on Mercari, just from the auto offer section, auto offer thing, whatever it's called. I don't
Uh,
know proper lingo on their thing yet.
Eric asked me a question here. It says, "Do you know anything about Pokemon cards?" No, I know. That's something I never got into. I never got into Pokemon cards. If they're shiny or if they got Japanese writing on them, I'll pick them up.
Yeah. So
You know,
the auto posture you're talking about, is that the one where you're talking about where it will actually just without, if you set it, it'll just auto delist and sell similar
well,
basically.
no, it don't sell similar. It just takes the item down and creates a
Well,
completely new listing.
effectively, it's kind of like that.
It's an automation feature. Yeah, yeah, something like that. It's
Yeah,
some
I
kind
just
of
it's
automation feature.
delisting your items on eBay and then relisting them from the auto posture, which gives them a new item number and all that. So yeah.
People are swearing by it that it works better than delist and sell similar.
Hmm.
In and sell similar. I mean,
Well, I
people
could
are
so
swearing by
I did do, you can do that on Vendu too. You can just select, like, it won't do it automatically, but you can bulk do it. So like I did it the other day. I like just I clicked on a page of the oldest inventory I had, and or maybe it was certain inventory. I can't remember. But anyway, I clicked on it and just did the bulk delist and relist from there. And so
it. Right.
it did it really quick, and that's all you have to do. It's just a one click and it does it. So
Well, they say that with auto posture, you don't have to have the thing open for the share to work. So
Yeah, you don't really, even with this, you don't have to have it open.
that's kind of a plus, I think.
I mean,
But I turned. So let me give you an example. So last year, sometime in November, sometime in November, I turned off Poshmark. I took everything out of it, and my intention was I was going to put nothing but clothes in it. But I never got around. I did get around to putting clothes in it, but I never got around to activating the share on the Flip app that I use to cross list over there. So since the 1st of December to 2 days ago, I did sell one item on Poshmark, and that's without sharing anything. So I'm wondering if to me it makes it seem like you got to have a sharer in order for it to even work, for
I mean,
Poshmark to even work.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you what. So since I've started relisting stuff over there, it might just be the particular things I'm listing, but
Mhm.
with the Playmobil stuff. But like I'm selling over there, and we've sold some of our, we I bought that big thing of ornaments I was telling you about, that
Mhm.
pallet of ornaments and stuff. We've sold a bunch of those. Um, I don't know if it's just because I'm just listing them new. Honestly, I don't care. Like I'm not really spending that much time. If I
Right.
if I sell it on Poshmark, great. I think it's actually, I'm gonna chalk it up to the magic of Mary. Mary came on here and talked about selling on Poshmark, and ever since she talked about selling on Poshmark, I've been selling on Poshmark. So
Oh wow,
fees on Posh, I think,
twenty
is like
percent.
it's a straight 20%, and then if it's below a certain amount, isn't it like a different? Isn't it different?
I don't know, but I know you can promote, and I ain't no way.
Yeah. Yeah, Todd, a pallet of ornaments. My wife got a call about it, and she went and came back, and our Corolla was filled, the trunk, the passenger seat, the back seat. There was room for
Uh,
her. There was room for her to sit in it, but they were all like cool. They were all those like Hallmark ornaments. Like they were all, well, not all of them, but like they were the cool stuff, like Nightmare Before Christmas and all those kinds of things.
there
You've
you go,
probably
right
seen it.
there.
They were all from Walmart.
Under
Yeah,
$15.
yeah. I hadn't even looked at that info in a long time, but Chastity's got it. She's got it there. But
Yep.
yeah, there was a lady today. Like, I think honestly, honest to God, I think it's just the Playmobil stuff. There was a lady today. I think she put. Let me look here on the bundles thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25,
Golly.
27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. She's got like 37 things she's added to her bundle, and she hasn't sent me an offer yet. I guess I could send her one, but
Hey,
people have
be
been doing
careful with
that.
that.
And
Be
well,
careful with that bundle and
I
stuff.
don't really have to worry about that with the stuff I sell, Chris. And you
Oh,
can
that's right. You're selling little tiny figures, aren't you?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not all of them are
Yeah.
like that.
That's good.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So it's not really a problem. And if it is, I'll just pay the extra at the post office myself. So my boys will help me out.
You know, I have I've been selling clothing. I've been selling some hard goods here and there. They're
Yeah,
slowly moving.
check in with us. How's the life of a clothing seller now that you're a clothing seller?
Um, Seem to be doing okay. I mean, I'm selling a piece of clothing near about almost every day. I gotta get some. I gotta get some more. I've been when I today I went back there and so I've been doing the infinite number system, and I noticed yesterday. Well, actually, this morning when I pulled the three pieces I sold this morning, I noticed that my boxes were getting kind of empty. So I went back there and moved everything, in order and consolidated the boxes and ended up with four empty boxes. So I was kind of happy about that. But I gotta go tomorrow and get some more inventory. Uh, but the clothing seems to be doing okay. Hard goods moving out kind of slow. This thing I'm doing with the whatnot with the GPK, I fell into this. You know, it's doing really really good. Uh, and then the new card channel that I made on eBay, I can't believe it. I mean, I've sold a card on there every day. I sold at least one card on there every day, but I have sold up to five in one day. So I'm excited about that. What I'm seeing though is just it's the modern day stuff, like just like my stuff from the '90s. I don't have any hits on it. You know, I may have to try and do like 1 cent auctions on those just to get them out, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
look, there's my new toy, Brad. There's my new
Um,
toy.
yeah, I was going to ask you. So, have you been putting it to use?
Oh Lord, yeah.
Yeah. Did you
Oh
figure out
Lord,
how to
yeah.
do? Did you figure out how to do the where it shows the border around it, so you can actually see the edges and all that?
No, I haven't played with no settings. It just looked perfect when I put them in and I look at the screen there. It
Can
looks
you see
perfect.
that? Can you see the edges of the card?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
See there,
they might have that like auto set in right on when I got
maybe, but
mine. Yeah, when I got mine, I had to actually like make that. I had to do that setting. Mine's an older unit though. Dude, I don't even know if I'd have told you about it if I knew he's gonna go drop money and just buy one the next day.
yeah. Yep, sure do.
Chris,
I did it that night. You told
if
me
you
that night, and I bought it that night.
yeah, if y'all are listening in the chat there around in Chris, I told Chris about he should get him a duplex scanner. I told him about the duplex scanner where it scans, like if you put a card in, it just scans both sides and spits it in, and you can do them. And so are you having to like put yours in one at a time, or like when I do the cards, I drop in like
I can
40
put
of them at
20.
a
I
time.
can put 20 in at one time.
Man,
There's a lip on the thing that I can only put 20 in. Only 20 will fit in there. So if that lip, if I take a sawzall or something and cut that lip off, I can put more than that in there. But I don't want to tear it up. But I put 20 in there at a time, and I can run 20 through it in like 10 seconds.
yeah, it's nice. It's
It's great.
nice. Yeah. Todd asked, do you guys buy big stuff? I have like 8 subwoofers. I can't hardly even lift them. Yeah.
Marketplace it, buddy.
I do. I will do big stuff. And honestly, if you're willing to do big stuff and deal and fool with it, you can make a lot of money. You can make a lot of
You
sales.
can.
Yeah. Especially like
I'm trying to get away from that big stuff.
there's so much stuff that eBay sellers don't want to fool with, as far as shipping and things like that. So yeah, I
And
don't.
I think that's
Well,
why it does good though, Brad, is because you got so many people out there that don't want to fool with the big
yeah,
stuff.
that's
But
what I'm
you got,
saying.
yeah,
If you want to delve into a category or an area where people don't want to fool with it, you can make some money. But yeah, hey Chad, what's up? Was there any that we didn't do last week? I don't know. I didn't add any
something
new
happened.
ones this week.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Thank you, Chad. Howdy,
yeah.
everyone. Great show. I seen my
You,
cousin work at a Goodwill today, and he said that he had about cried about the nice stuff that they were throwing into the dumpster. Oh, have you seen that, man? There is a video out about that.
Yeah,
Goodwill.
I saw Kevin talking about it.
Yep,
Hey,
there's. I
before we
seen
talk
another
about it,
one.
let's get
Okay.
him a. I don't know which one to do. Let's see. We'll do this one.
Hey, you know what, Brad? You need one specifically made for him. We need a wolf howling at the moon.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that.
That's what we need. Chad, if you don't mind, if you don't mind us doing that.
He actually wants you to sing him a song too. He said that. So
What?
he
I
wants
know
you
he
to sing
didn't.
him a song. Yeah, he did. He said that right there. You remember you don't get the chat as quick as I do.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's right there. He says he wants you to sing him a song. I'm looking at
Uh,
it on YouTube.
It says LOL.
Yeah, but then below that, it says "Sing me a song." Sing me
You
a
just
song,
telling
Chris.
him to type that.
No, I didn't. I'm telling you, it's right there in the chat. Sing me a song,
Sounds
Chris.
good. Sounds
Sing me,
good. I don't
sing
know
me a
what song
song,
to sing.
Chris. Sing me a song, Chris.
I don't know what song
Old
to sing.
MacDonald. Except you can say, old Chris. Name it. Old Chris had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Sing a George Jones song, says Janet. Yeah,
Who's that?
never gonna live that one down, Chris.
Never.
Oh, look here. You see that? You see that? You see
What?
that?
What?
You know
What do I
what?
see? Why am
Todd's
I
cool.
got a delay on the chat?
Todd's cool. Check this. He left a super chat.
There we go. There we go. There was my song right there.
There it is. Chad's even putting in the lyrics.
Old Chris had a barn
Oh,
full
Chris
of
had a barn
inventory.
full of inventory.
E-I-E-I-O. And in his barn he had a baseball card. E-I-E-I-O. He had a Tupac over there, a Tupac over here, a Tupac there, a Tupac there. That jacket worth money. E-I-E-I-O.
Chastity says she's listening to Plush right now that sings the line "Sleeps Tonight." Give it a go, Chris.
I'm testing.
In
I'm
the
testing Plush on this.
jungle,
Things are
mighty
really simple.
jungle, the
I don't know
lion
that
comes
song.
tonight.
Oh yeah, I know that one. I can't do that voice. I
Yeah.
can't do that.
Yeah, you're never gonna live down that George Jones thing. I love that.
It'll be all right. It'll be all right. That was my
Eric
ex
said that was my ex girlfriend. How'd you get her picture and her transition? I like it. Yeah. A Weema. Yeah, I don't know exactly what it says. It has a Weema something in there. Yeah.
So let me ask you a question.
Hey, let me ask you a question. All right, do it.
How long does bursitis last?
Never had it. I don't know. I've had is bursitis and tennis elbow the same thing? I've had I guess some of that before.
I don't know, man, but man, this stuff is swollen all the way down. It's swollen all the way down to my hand now.
Brad
It's
sings first
crazy.
soprano. Sometimes.
So I don't know.
My
It hurt.
favorite song to sing just for just belting it out is that Eagle song, Take It to the Limit. I like that one. Plush, where's
Until
my
it warms up. Are you serious?
good? Wow. Now, how about that? Yeah, I don't know. I'd be wrapping my elbow and making my whole arm warm up instead of just waiting for the spring to get here.
I ain't get a
Was
heat
it any
pad.
better with
So,
the weather's been warmer the last few days?
well, you know, so
Hey,
Friday night.
you see what Rad asked there?
What?
Is it popped in your
Chris,
chat?
are you sure it's news? That's what I was fixing to say, Rat. Check this out. So Friday, I did my show. I did one of my shows Friday night, and I had to quit at 8 o'clock because I was hurting so bad in my arm. It just started. I mean, just like I've been fine all day, and I don't know. And so I woke up Saturday morning, and it was hurt and it was swollen. But I had to finish that show because I had people's money on hold from the night before because I had to quit, man. I was in so much pain, I just couldn't do it. And so I got up and I suffered through it. I couldn't even move my arm, and and it was swollen in my elbow. So I finished the show at 12 o'clock, and I even cut the price down to where people would, I had to finish the show to do the break. And
Dude, dude, I can totally see you. I can totally see you like trying to hold a cart up, being like, uh, uh,
it,
uh,
man, it was tough, man. It was
yeah.
tough. So at 12 o'clock, I went up to the house and I walked in and I looked at Tammy. I says, hospital. I says, I got to go. I don't know what's wrong. Look at this
Hospital
thing.
now.
Yeah. So we get in there and Rad, check this out. The first question out of this guy's mouth, the doctor, you ate shrimp in the last couple of days? And I said, yeah, like 2 days ago. He says, it could be gout. And I'm like, what? What the crap is gout, man? That just sounds so disgusting. So they did some blood test to test and all that. But the machine just so happens everything else come back fine, but the machine they needed to test for gout was broken. But he said he told me he says honestly I don't think it's gout. I think it's bursitis. So he didn't give me a shot, which I thought was kind of odd because normally they give you a shot for that. But he gave me some antibiotic stuff or steroids or something and told me to take all of them 3 times a day and don't stop. So,
Dude, every week you have some kind of injury. I'm gonna have to start running some kind of betting ring for our
well,
chat.
see, me and my wife thought
Exclusive injuries next week.
me and my wife thought that because I fell the week before, that when I
Mhm.
fell, hurt my back, that maybe I'd injured my elbow, and I've aggravated it when I was doing the brakes and stuff, because I had to put the elbow on this hard thing right here, and so I don't know, man. I mean, it's just, yeah, I fell.
They can get put down.
Yeah, yeah, the week before I fell right out this door on ice, man. I slipped on ice and I fell like across. Like my wife said that my feet was way up in the air. I looked like one of them cartoon characters. Just went up in the air and I come down right across on the lower back on a
Like
cinder
Lucy,
block.
Lucy pulled the football away from you when you went to kick it.
Right, right, right. We're gonna
No,
have to get him to. Well, yeah, my wife's talking about sending me to a nursing home already.
so yeah, I don't know. I've never really had that. I do have occasionally, like when I have to
They
play,
put it back.
when I have to play guitar for a really long time, like my elbow, I guess where the angle, the way you hold your arm and stuff, will get a little tender. But as I've
Yeah.
gotten older, but oh, that's what I'm going to do. By the way, I'm going to do one of the things I like to do. I do like to play guitar, but I never, and I have to play every week at church, but I don't pick it up until Sunday morning. Like if I got a new song to learn, I can like fake it now. So like Sunday morning, I'll pick it up, learn the song basically, and can play. But I'm gonna make that when I finally do start doing videos. I'm gonna do a little guitar thing at the end, like guess the song, something like that. So it'll force me to actually like learn some riffs and do some things and actually pick up my guitar other than just on Sundays. So
So do you play? That's what I was going to ask you. You play it at church too?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wait a minute. Nashville resale meetup. I haven't heard about that,
You
Ty.
know what? I'm really thinking about it. I saw Mike and Mary on with I guess Ray the Nashville Flipper was on their channel. I think it was. He's on Mike's channel, Mike and
When
Mary's
is it?
channel. You know what? I think it's in April, if I'm not mistaken. Don't I forgot.
That
But
might be a thing, man. We might
I
need to go.
bet it's only like in April. But yeah, I might go. It's not that far away from
You
me.
can throw a rock and hit it from where you're at.
Well, not quite. It sounds like it's going to be on the other side of Nashville. Ray must live on the like the nice side of Nashville.
April 25th through
There
27th.
you go. Yeah, April 25th, 27th. Yeah. I think it's on the far side of Nashville, like where Hendersonville and Goodlettsville and all that stuff is. So, hey, thanks, Marcia. Thanks for
Thanks.
dropping in.
We'll see
Uh,
you next week, Marshall.
so Janet, I've never tried to play the steel guitar. I'm not sure how they're tuned, but depending on how they're tuned, I probably could. I just have to figure out if it's kind of the same tune. I don't know if it's like tuned to an open chord or if it's tuned the way like a guitar is, but either way, yeah, I could probably play one. I can
So,
play a little. I play slide guitar a little. I've never really fooled with it much, but a little bit. So kind of the same concept.
Brad, where do I go to find out about the Nashville thing? 'Cause that's
Um,
close.
that's on Ray the Nashville Flippers. Yeah. So Graham's or Teresa said April, but the best one happens the end of March in Omaha. In Omaha. Yeah. Teresa,
That's right.
I really would like to go. There's no way to make that happen this year.
Well,
The
y'all still
lead
got
up,
tickets, Teresa?
I think they were sold out. They were down to two like a week or two ago. So there's no way they got any tickets left now. But the lead up to Easter is pretty intense, and so it takes up a lot of my time. But the good thing about Ray's is it's after Easter when I've got all that stuff out of the way and kind of in a hole again. Yep. Yeah, sold out as of 2 weeks ago. She says.
Okay. All right.
Hey, thanks, Janet. You got a prediction before you head out, Janet? I don't really care. I don't really care, but uh,
I
it,
do.
would-
I got a
it would be
prediction.
it would be cool to see the Eagles. Eagles got a great run game.
All right, so here's what I think, Brad. Two things are going to happen, and I'm going to state the obvious. But either Kansas City's going to win and prove to the world that they're cheaters or the refs cheated for them because they pushed them through, or Philadelphia's going to whoop the mess out of Kansas City because Philadelphia looks really good right now.
I
Have you seen all these videos and stuff, man? I mean, there's so much bite on Kansas City about cheating and this and that. I mean, it's
Yeah,
like,
I kind of wish they'd quit talking about it because it's kind of
yeah,
overshadowing the game a little bit, and it's not cool. But
yeah.
I don't know how you do. I don't know how you get your team like that. But I'd like to see the Nationals get. I mean, I'd like to see the Dolphins get in that position. Let's get the
Mm-hmm.
Dolphins in that position where we got the refs helping us out.
Hey, you know that Trump's going to be there.
I heard that. Yeah.
Yep.
Who you
Trump.
talking to, Chris? You got
That
like a
was
little
I
magic
hit a
friend over
button.
there?
Kevin's running a live over in Didbit, and it
Um,
said "ignore this," and I'm like,
oh,
"What?" And I
I saw.
thought he was sending
I
me a
saw.
message.
You saw Kevin pop up, and you're like, I got to get in on this.
No, I've been messaging here. So I've been having a problem with eBay Partner Network, and I know he talked about it on his show, on his videos where he's had to deal with them. But I think it's pretty much the same thing. But mine, they keep referring to my Buy Me a Coffee link and talking about how I need to add an eBay affiliate thing at the end or near it or whatever. And I'm like, it's not an eBay link. It's a Buy Me a Coffee link. So I clicked on the links that they're referring to, and it takes you straight to Buy Me a Coffee. So all I did today was I went through all my videos today, and I took Buy Me a Coffee out of all of them, and just edited them. I was kind of upset, but
Hey, thanks, Chastity, for dropping in. Thanks. Hope you get a lot of money from the stuff you got listed tonight, so or that you photographed tonight. Yeah, I
thanks.
love Todd's comment. Ping wants to turn down Trump for a date.
Oh, really, man?
I'm telling you, Ping is the international woman of mystery. I love her. That's awesome.
Well, hey, I think we all need it. Well, us old folks, we ain't got to worry about it. But the younger generation needs to remember Baron Trump's name.
Because he's a
I think
time
he's going.
traveler.
I think he's
He's
going to
a
be.
time traveler. Have you know that conspiracy? He's a time traveler. I told you I know them all. I don't believe any of. Well, let me take that back. It's not that I don't believe any of them. It's just that for the most part, here's my thing with conspiracies. I think people who want to see conspiracies can find conspiracies in almost anything, and so there's that.
My wife is just like that, man. Anytime something happens, she says, "You know what that means?" I says, "Don't you start."
Yeah, it's like I've got more of a wait and see approach, but I'm also very I'm kind of naturally a skeptic. So I log it away. I feel like it's foolish to say it if you're not, if you're not pretty sure. So anyway, yeah.
But I think
Well,
this has. I think it has a lot to do with we've been lied to for so long, and the fake news and all that. Now you just believe anything and everything. I mean, think about. Hey, look, check this out, Brad. Did you know that? Did you know that all our life, everybody wanted to know about the aliens, is we're really alien spaceships and this and that, and then the government come out in this last year and said, "Oh yeah, it's real." Did you know that nobody paid attention to it?
well,
Nobody paid attention to it.
Chris, if you were in on conspiracies and you were like a conspiracy person, you would realize that all those things that we've been hearing for all those years and all those movies, it's all predictive programming. That's what they call it in the conspiracy underworld. What are y'all? Where I think that's what area y'all out of? Yeah, I'm out of
Mm.
Tennessee, southern middle Tennessee, in
I'm in the
in the
upstate of South
Manchester. I'm kind of
Carolina,
close to Chattanooga. If you know where Chattanooga is, I'm not too. I'm about an hour away from Chattanooga.
but
About an hour.
I'm in the upstate of South Carolina, like pretty close to Clemson. So
All right. Well, they're fixing supper in there, Chris. I'm fixing to get out in just a minute. But
I've been eating supper the whole time.
have you?
I went down to the house earlier before the show started. I says, "Hey, what's for supper?" She said, "Cheese, it's bacon and cheddars." I said, "All right."
You had a grilled a grilled cheeses.
No, bacon and cheddar cheeses.
Bacon and cheddar cheese. Okay. All right. I got it.
Mm.
I never did find it. I meant to find a picture of our setup for at the movies, or not
Yep.
at the movies, but 30-second theology, and I never did find that. I don't know where.
Leroy must be making them big bucks. He ain't even chimed in the chat or nothing.
No, he said he was going to be pretty well tied up. So,
Oh yeah, I bet he is.
but you know,
So is the Super Bowl in Philadelphia?
no, it's in New Orleans.
No, Rad, stay away from this.
Yeah,
I ain't had shrimp since he told me that, but he did say before I could leave I could eat anything I want. But I don't know. I had a chance to eat shrimp the other day at Mexican, and the Texas fajitas or nachos, Texas nachos. It comes with the beef, the chicken, and the shrimp. And I turned it down. I was like, no, no, I think I'll stay away from shrimp for a little while, trying to figure out what's going on. I love seafood, man. I love seafood. Some crab legs, man, and shrimp, man. There's a place in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina called Krabby Mike's. And it's an all-you-can-eat seafood bar, steak bar, and regular food. It's the last time me and Tammy went was last year for our anniversary, and last March, and it was $55 a plate. That includes your plate, everything you want to eat, and your drink. We ate for an hour and a half. We ate crab legs. That's all we had. Crab legs. Man, it was good.
sounds like it.
Man, I love seafood. Man, I could eat seafood all my life. I could do without red meat. I could eat seafood.
Teresa wants to know: did you get to keep the plate?
No, no, ma'am. But the place is called Krabby Mike's. If you ever go to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, go to Krabby Mike's.
Trying to think of the name of the little place that we eat at, and it's not in Destin. It's outside of Destin, and I don't think it's in Fort Walton.
In
But
Panama City.
no, it's the other way. It's other side of Destin. It's before you get to Fort Walton, I think. So I can't think of the name of the place, but
Yes,
it's a nice little place off the side of the road there.
yes, Lisa. They have everything. They have stuff there. I didn't even know what it was. They got everything. They even got look. They even got frog legs.
Boy, look at the passion he said that with. Look, they even got frog legs, y'all. Hey, am I the only person that watches food shows while I eat food?
Yeah,
I like it.
that just
We
made
like
me hungry.
while I
I
ate
don't know
lunch,
what Goose Creek is.
while my son and I ate lunch today, we watched Guy Ferrari on Diners, Drive-ins, and Dives. I know it's Fieri, but oh, seriously, Corey used to travel to Goodlettsville for work all the time back in the day. Where were you living when he traveled to Goodlettsville? Goose Creek. Do you know where that is, Chris? Do you know where
Where's
Goose Creek is?
Gillisonville?
Goodlettsville's in. If it's unless it's like there's another Goodlettsville in South Carolina or North Carolina. Goodlettsville is close to Nashville or closer to Nashville. I honestly, I almost think of Goodlettsville as a suburb. A
You
suburb.
know, Teresa, my wife might know where Goose Creek is. My wife's actually from South Carolina. I'm from Georgia.
As a matter of fact, I picked up some Playmobil in Goodlettsville not too long ago. Went and
Mm.
picked up a load of it there.
Well, all right, Brad. I'm gonna attempt to run a show. Hopefully, I didn't got them here in South Dakota, but they managed criteria for Tyson Food Plant there.
Well, just get it raw. Your cards are like at at waist level. Let me see here, where you're like at waist level, so you can just like reach over and get a card and not even have to move your elbow, and you can
Oh,
like
that's
shove
not the issue, Brad. Look, the issue
it.
is the issue is I got to be the
Ah,
camera's right here and looking that
ah,
way, and I got
injury.
to be
Ah, God. Let me
I
try
got to
again.
break the packs open. That's where the issue's at.
Let me try again. This little garbage pail card's gonna go for God, I can't hold it. I'm not making fun of you, Chris. I know it sucks.
There you are.
No,
Yeah,
I
you
know.
love
Just
you
having
love
fun, not making fun, having fun
having fun.
with it. Having fun with it. Yeah. But yeah,
So
anyway.
my mother called me today, and she says my microwave blew up. When you coming back down here? And I says, well, I was going to surprise you Tuesday. What happened?
Lisa's message in the
Oh,
chat.
Tammy! Tammy!
Sorry, I interrupted your story about your mama. Go ahead.
So anyway, she called me. She says my microwave blew up. I was like, oh no. And she said, when you coming back down here? I says, well, I was going to surprise you next week and just show up Tuesday with the kids and grandkids. And we was going to visit you Tuesday. And she says, that'd be fine. Well, I got talking to Tammy. I says, you know what? That's that big microwave above the stove. That big white one. Because I was trying to figure out why she needed to go to Home Depot and get a microwave when you can go to Walmart and get one. And then it dawned on me that it's that one over the stove. And I was like, oh no, what am I going to do? She said, I guess me and Brianna had to hold it up for you when you bolted in. I said, I guess so. So we're going to have fun next Tuesday. Me and my broke arm.
I can't hold it. I can't hold it. I can't hold it. And then
Mm.
like Tammy's gonna be like, hold the line. Hold the line, Chris. I can't hold it, Tammy. I can't hold it any longer.
Oh, yeah. But anyway, so, hey, Brad,
Yeah,
have
man.
a good weekend. Everyone else, have a great weekend. Hey, if you want to check me out on Garbage Pail Kids, man, check out my Buck Mountain page. If you need the link's below. You can get you, if you haven't signed up, whatnot yet, you can get you $15 credit. And come over there and check it out. I also have Topher's Turns. We do shows on there with everything else. Um, but shoot me a follow. Something you're interested. Hey, you just come in and watch and talk to me. I mean, because there's a lot of times, man, we sit over there and whatnot, and people just sit there and they're like a knot on a log and they don't say nothing. And you're like, I can't come up with that much, you know, topics to talk about. But anyway, uh, so hey, we're gonna get out of here, right, Brad? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go eat. They got me some supper, I think,
that's
ready to
right. You
go.
gotta eat. All
I
right,
gotta eat so I can get back to work cross
right.
posting on Vendu.
We will see everybody later. Everybody have a great week, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah. Thanks, Lisa. Thanks, Eric. See you guys.
Oh my goodness, what did I do?